Morning, my intrepid companions. Well, this is it, I'm afraid. The trip is over. AndyManCam's UK Tour of England is drawing to an end. The sun has, just in the last few seconds, peeked out over the clouds there. Morning. Well, I'm not sure how long he's going to hang around for today. And seeing how every other time I've gone to the ferry I've used sat-nav and become incredibly stressed when it's made various cock-ups and mistakes, or I've interpreted the information wrong. I'm not suggesting that I am infallible in these cases, but anyway, because of that, I've just got a list of road numbers and place names once again. The old reliable scribble on a bit of paper system. I'm a little bit concerned by the pace of this journey thus far. It's going quite slowly on these little roads. That's better. Here is my turn. Cockfield! Well, there's a heartwarming image if ever I've imagined one. Cockfield! Not to be confused with Vagina Meadow. But it was, quite frankly, an absolutely splendid trip. We got to spend some time at home, got to go to work, while simultaneously spending time with some old friends. So everybody at work, you know who you are. Thanks very much for that. It was an absolute pleasure, as always. I got to go out on some motovlogger ride-outs. Got to meet some of you lovely folks. That was good. Really enjoyed that. Managed to put some faces to a few of the names that you see on the screen. It's always very surreal. You watch the videos, you know the names of these people, and then you see their real face. And then from then on, when you see those people on the videos, you imagine the face. So what was that you say? Who did I meet on this trip? Well, that's a good question, one which deserves a well-formed answer. So much more of a joy on this bike with its extra torque. Anyway, as I was saying, who did I meet? Well, in a roughly chronological order, I met for a coffee to begin with Smokey Bar. It was very funny. We had the usual blind date moment where I looked at him, he looked back at me, and then we both did 180 and effed off in the other direction because nobody had any clue who we were. But then, quite oddly, he was the only guy sat alone in the cafe, and he kind of recognised the blue jacket, so we came together. Not like that Red Shoes moment, just take a breath, calm down, that's it, deep breath, bring the heart rate down. And then I met Mr. Faffington on his quite ridiculous crotch rocket S1000RR, and then it was the day of the Ace Cafe Loomies ride out, where I met Captain Rambunctious. He gave me a sticker, which I haven't managed to stick anywhere yet, but I have his stickiness upon my person. At the same time, I met Ninja Nelly 350, SP, CK 111, Rosgreaves. He was down in Loomies. Count Nift, he came along, Ace to Loomies, and then off again when the rain scattered everybody to the wind. And I think that was it. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody, because that would be really embarrassing. What a glorious route to the ferry though. This is fantastic. Rubbish! And then I met the quite astoundingly sound Moto 46. And I just want to extend even further my gratitude for Matt's involvement in my trip. After him not only kindly letting me use his bike, providing amazing hospitality, but then the next day I realised I left my friggin' wallet in his leather trousers. Quite unbelievably, he then dropped via my parents' house, came in for a cup of tea, and gave me my wallet back. Assington, brilliant. Quick trajectory check before I get too carried away and make this whole list completely useless, which again has happened before. What the f*** am I doing there? Well, good if I checked that. I mean, we're going in pretty much the right direction, but somehow, and I don't even know how to begin to explain, I've ended up somewhere completely different to where I thought I was. And front camera, I've been waving at the front camera, giving you all of this nonsense. It hasn't recorded any of it, just stopped working. Which has been one of the negatives of this trip. That camera has been a pain in the bloody arse. Yeah. No point looking away from me, it's you. You've been a pain in the bum. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This time it's just cut out. I just seem to have a real knack of having zero luck with cameras. But anyway, I must have just left the flux capacitor turned on or something, because I've jumped 20 miles across country to a completely different place to where I thought I was originally. So this list now completely useless. So anyway, where was I in the grand scheme of things? Got to spend a few days with the family in the West Midlands, and then blasted it back over to Cambridgeshire to spend a very important couple of days with my dad, which was a big deal. We just sat around, watched shit TV, drank a little bit of cafe, chatted bullshit, but it was really nice to be able to do that because he almost wasn't still here. So if you watch this, Dad, I love you, you tough old bastard. I might not have said it when I was there. You know what us blokes are like. See you later, knobhead, means, oh, I really love you and you're so very important to me. So all in all, a great trip. Get to have a nice reset. Spend some time in bloody Blighty. What? I say rather. Oh, just a quick spell on the dual carriageway and we'll be at the ferry port. And on to pastures foreign once more. Yeah, there she is, home for the next 6 or 7 hours. Oh, look at this. Just like Debbie said before she did Dallas, that's a whole lot of choppers. There's actually a queue. I've always got here so late before, I've not had to worry about the queue. I'm better off being late. Oh, I'll tell you what though, it's cold now. Summer is well and truly over. Bloody hell, is that an American bike? AZ, is that an Arizona number plate? That would just be madness. This is the benefit of getting here early, kids. You just get to wait longer. It's just like rushing up to join the queue when your flight gets called. EasyJet or Ryanair. Could this actually go any slower? Number 1, because I'm the most important. Well, because that's where all the motorbikes go. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Except for that one odd car standing there. Oh, bloody hell. I'm from America. Or the DR. How's he managed that? I'll have to have a word with him, won't I? What an incredibly interesting chap. He lives in Arizona. He rode his bike at DR from Arizona up to Vancouver, which he said was about 1,400 miles. They had it flown in an Airbus A380 over to Manchester, and he's ridden from there down into Ireland, went up and visited the Isle of Man, then through the south of England, and now he's grabbing the ferry over to Europe to head through northern Germany into Denmark. He's kind of going to be going my way to begin with. The funniest thing is, he said he doesn't even have a map and he doesn't know which way he's going or where to go. What an adventure though. What an absolute incredible adventure. That's why he's got so much stuff on his bike. I felt adventurous taking an English bike to Spain, but he's got an Arizona registered bike in Europe. Unbelievable. What a legend. I think he's probably mid-60s. He said, I kind of wanted to do this just as my my last hurrah. What a thing to do. Oh, I would love that. Anyway, let's get tucked in for the journey, get some cafe. Right, see you in Holland. Ugh. outside, so I'm oversubscribed with plastic and other assorted nonsense right now. That is terrible weather. Absolutely terrible. You don't have weather like this in Arizona, my dear friend. So glad I've got the full condom today. Well, this chap, the one who's ridden from Arizona, as we were loading onto the ferry, he said, yeah, I done this trip because, as my wife always says, there's 7 days in the week. Not one of them is someday. Please excuse the dodgy American accent. So push in, mate, we're the ones outside. Go for it. Dude is loaded. Oh, he's dropped his gloves. And I'm going to have to take my helmet off. Hi there. It's a bit different to Arizona.
Oh, well, I tell you.
It's going to be a long day.
Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, careful.
I'll try.
Oh, we're on the other side of the road again now. Instantly, even like just being 100 meters away from the shore, it's less bad. I think this is the way I want to go. I want the motorway, which is that way, don't I? Quick U-turn. First U-turn in Holland for a little while. The first of many, I'm sure. Right, let's have it. Got to get there. Trying a new nav software because I was having power issues with my dedicated Garmin system, and it's been calculating my route for about 10 minutes now, which leads me to believe it probably is a damp squib. But if I just head for the motorway, I'm sure that'll do the job. Yeah, I remember the giant deck chairs from last time actually. Still calculating my route, wonderful. That's great news. Oh, come on, you great big shitball, where are we going? At this point, I remember quite clearly that my Gore-Tex gloves are about as waterproof as Rabsy Nesbitt's vest. I'm going to regret saying this, but the rain has eased up a little bit. This is insane. At least I've only got 600 kilometers to go. This is exactly what I needed though while it's raining. A shit ton of traffic. It really helps stuff. Really greases the wheels of cross-continental travel, doesn't it? It is going to take me days to get home. Thank you. I guess it's going to take all these people even longer. Except they live locally, so it's not. Ho ho! I'm a slippery metallic salmon. Swimming effortlessly. Effortlessly? Can't even say effortlessly. Sliding effortlessly upstream, although technically I'm going down. This is a shit analogy, just drop it. There better be a 50 car pile-up or superheroes fighting or something at the front of this to make it worthwhile. Is worthwhile a good way of describing something like this? I don't think so. 50 car pile-up wouldn't make anything worthwhile, would it? Fighting superheroes? Jesus Christ, I only had one coffee. Maybe that's the problem, just spouting bullshit. This is about as enjoyable as self-circumcision, so I've heard.